I seen all good people. Oh. Do you know how good it is to vibrate and finding this sense of enjoyment from doing it? And we can do it all day. Doing it, just doing it. Oh, hum, oh. Filling one's day with these moments, these precious moments of our lives to be fostered and remembered. This is what practice is, why we develop ourselves all day. Oh. We are here now, bundles of miracles. We've remembered whom we are. Focusing upon this very instant, we have a sense of growing awareness, of heightening perspective, awakening into our world, into ourselves, into our possibilities, our sensibilities, our being receptive to more. Breathing, pulsing, exuding warmth, heat from our bodies, other energies too. Shimmering, our cellular structures are vibrating 37 trillion cells, allowing oneself to settle down, settle in, calm, peaceful, tranquil, feeling an expansiveness, bringing on a sense of grace, feeling a sense of reverence for what's taking place, a sense of astonishment that as far away as we might think ourselves as being, we are this close. It is the tip of one's nose, and it is what is one's perspective to what one sees. Are you looking out, or are you looking in? Or are you looking every which way? Being here now. Bundles of miracles. It is humbling to recognize the majesty of creation, of recognizing oneself, because we are intrinsically part of it, made of creation's energy, and a result of 14 billion years of evolution. We are the results of this. We are the finest hour of creation as every moment proceeds and flows into the next. Being here now. In your own magnificence, your majesty. In your own calm and peace and grace. Allowing oneself to be aware of one's heat, one's bodily creation, transformation of muscular into thermal energy, flowing through one's body, cascading out of one's heart. Doing this in one's mind, visualizing yourself radiating with energy. It's only the truth. It won't hurt. Radiating. Finding this is growing in one's being, in your thoughts, in your thinking. Your visualization is becoming more clear and more sharp, more alive, more awake, as we're becoming more aware. as each moment cascades into the next. Having a sense of continuity, a sense of flowing awareness of all of this. Wise, understanding, calm, awareness of all of these things. Being inside of oneself, feeling the warmth, feeling the textures of one's skin, putting one's fingers and thumbs and palms together flat and feel in between. Feeling the contact of one's skin, the pressures that are different in different places, feeling more deeply. And you can, practicing every day. Practicing just anywhere and any time of being aware, of being more awake, of being more open, of being a greater witness who is receptive to more. Humble. Humble is a great virtue to acquire. It helps affirm our role as a witness. We are more aware of the depths and complexities, the broadness of being, of life, of experience, giving us an opportunity to consider things in a neutral environment, in quote, as a witness. How better to make determinations upon what one sees than to be neutral, not anything but this, if you please. It is better. Not with anger and sorrow or with joy, but with just a sense of neutrality, of seeking to learn, to experience in a sense of equanimity. Here, then, lies a greater degree, a greater ability to formulate self-nurturing and self-improving practices, acquiring virtues, affirmations, goals. It is a continual process. It is like one's breath, or one's flowing pulse, or one's shimmering energy. These are all flowing in time, in space. Right now, the Earth spins at 1,000 miles an hour. It moves around the sun at 250,000 miles an hour. Two directions we're going right now. We're turning like a top, and we're moving around the sun. You have sunrises and sunset. What do you think's happening? The Earth is spinning. And you have different seasons of the year. Why is this happening? Because you're at different distances from the sun's surface, from the warmth, like that which is emanating from oneself. In some ways, we are like mini suns. We all are each filled with the godliness of creation, each of us. No one is devoid of this. Each is made of this. This is whom we are. We are literally bundles of energy, of godliness, of awe. This is our name. They are all appropriate. Remember them all of the time. Remember to hum. Remember to feel the oneness of one's vibration, bringing everything back together again. Who am I? I am a bundle of miracles. So are you. Why? Because of evolution. In a word, the drama begins to unfold more than 14 billion of our years ago. And you and I have an idea, more or less, of how it goes, how it's gone, where we're at today. Science, of course, recorded history, of course, have helped us find and understand our past and our present better. So this is a bonus for those living today. The immensity of creation begins to unfold before us, in our minds, in our visualizations, in our thoughts, our thinking, expanding, more aware, humbled. In this immensity of creation, we are immersed in energy. The air is energy. The oxygen we breathe is energy. The oxygen-laden blood that is curling through your bloodstreams is energy going to feed 37 trillion cells right now, as these words linger in the air, as these words leave my lips. It is occurring. Thankful we have a chance to live, to breathe, pulse, exude heat, shimmer with life's majesty. Now we need be virtuous. Affirm your best qualities to make them even better. Affirm that which you're not so sure of, but have a desire to proceed and to grow with. And reconnoiter for more, being curious and joyful in your own activities, your pursuits, your aspirations, your goals. Being curious, reconnoiter, and find more virtues to have in one's arsenal as part of one's foundation, of part of one's personality, of one's response in moments which are forthcoming. This is what we're doing. This is what we're discussing. This is what we're practicing. Not for 15 minutes a day, but for 15 hours while we're awake. And we'll bring it into our sleep. Being here now, we are bundles of miracles, humbled by the immensity of creation and thankful. The music's continuing for another minute, please. Namaste.